Scales he thought it was just another court hearing, but the judge's words left the entire courtroom silent. A second family assault case, broken trust, and one warning that could change everything forever. What happened next will make you question how far is too far when family is involved.
Okay, this is cause number 25CL430. You're Mr. Burge.
Yes, sir.
Here, Ms. Holmes, your attorney and the state's attorney. I already have an order amending probation conditions ready to fill out. Let me look at this real quick. Can you summarize what we're
Yes, Your Honor.
asking?
Two issues we were requesting. If Mr. Burge, there's a no contact order right now under the probation terms. If he could have contact with the complainant, Erica Burge, because they do have children together, and the children would like Mr. Burge to be in contact and participate. And so for that limited purpose, we were asking that the no contact be amended so that he could be involved with the children.
Oh, but it's all in the details. What does that mean?
So there was originally a protective order. That protective order has been terminated.
Okay.
So the children have activities. Their daughter actually has graduation next week, in which they would like Mr. Burge to attend. The original orders was not allowing him to do so, so we just wanted to make sure we took care of that. And family courts, that order has been terminated, but we wanted to make sure he's not in violation of probation conditions as well. So we were asking that that condition be amended to have some type of contact, so that he's not in violation. Because obviously at graduation he'll be in, if granted, he would be in the presence of Ms. Burge. And the events the children may have.
The judge, the wording is important here. There is a current order in family court that grants him restricted access to the children that is supervised by her parents. We certainly are in agreement to him having contact under those conditions. We are not in agreement to co-parenting because that would be against what the family court ordered. If in his contact that is supervised, we certainly don't have any objections to them having contact with the complainant at that time, but not at any other time. That's what the parties, that's what I've talked to the complainant. That's what we can be in agreement to as far as modifying the conditions.
No, that's fine. We
Okay.
just needed the period so that he's not in violation of probation. Because it says no contact period. So.
And it is true, Judge. There's a young lady that's not his biological child that's graduating that she would like for him to attend the high school graduation. He's been the father figure for her for years. So we want to facilitate that.
Everybody is bending over backwards to deal with your mistakes. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And I'm talking about your mistakes in plural form. This isn't, we're not here for the first family assault. Or
No.
this is a subsequent one. And you just can't just get up one morning and it's all finished, done, behind us, and everything is fine. Because a third one is shame on me. Somebody would say, who? What irresponsible judge was monitoring this and responsible for this? We all grew up in households. We're in households, almost all of us. Never, and I'm a reasonable, normal person, never could I even fathom this happening when I was growing up. It just went that way. My parents respected each other, which is what should have been. And I would never think of one, my family. You're supposed to be third. Creator is first. Others, especially family, are second. You come in third. Selflessness versus selfishness. self-centeredness versus selflessness. But shame on you for being in this a second time. I mean, I don't know what you failed to learn in the first event, but this is off the chart. In fact, I've done this for a long time, and I've never had one like this where we had to deal with a second similar family assault event, which makes me, when there's unusual, unique situations, it gets everybody's attention because there's an abnormalcy about all of this. I see a motion that was filed to amend the probation and is requesting,
There was a second request as well by
all I have is a May 5th one.
There's two parts to her request. That's fine.
The other one is in regards to the bid classes that Mr. Burgess ordered.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all here in this motion, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Children would also like for him to be involved in their lives in a responsible way, is I'm sure what they infer.
Yes.
He's requesting to be allowed to have contact in order to co-parent and attend. And his work schedule doesn't give him the opportunity to attend, which is why he's at work. He's requesting the court allow him to attend the conference virtually so that he may complete this requirement for probation. How does this virtual work? Because we've already caught people virtually doing nothing when it's their virtual, they'll turn it on and then they're gone. And then they show back up after it's all over with. And I mean, we've caught people just walking away, and it's a joke.
Yes, Your Honor.
Monitoring this for completion is important. How do we know he's sitting in front of the computer, or I guess the PC, and doing?
Judge, that's why the state objects to that amendment.
Yeah, unless there can be an independent witness watching him. I don't trust him. He's here for the second time for family assault. I don't trust him. Didn't learn it the first time.
Yes, since this motion was filed, he since re-enrolled in the program. We've got a letter that was tendered to the probation department yesterday that indicates that, Judge.
Mr. Champ, you carry a lot of weight with me. What do you say about all this?
I say if he attend the program weekly as scheduled,
In person.
Yes, sir, in person, he would gain the benefits of it.
Well, that goes without saying, but what do you mean? So he understands what we're talking about.
We've had countless conversations about this.
I think what you're saying, he will be rewarded.
Yes, sir. He will.
I
With
agree.
his family.
You haven't earned my trust. So no on the virtual.
Your Honor, is it okay if I contact so we can see if there's possible other times that family services may have to allow him? Because I don't want it to affect that he gets fired and then we're here because they're saying he's not working.
Yeah, I'll give you some time to do that. I think it's in his best interest and the best interest of the family. I don't know where the family is headed as a family unit. Because I just didn't grow up this way. And I don't act this way. Family is everything.
The parties have been divorced, Judge.
My parents divorced.
I'm just
And
make it fair, Judge.
But what I'm saying is, I know where you're coming from.
Yes, sir.
But they still respect each other and there wasn't any violence or threatened violence. And it was difficult for everybody. But we all, I have 4 siblings, and some of them took it better than others. But it adversely affects. A unit is something special about a family unit.
Agreed.
Just the way nature and our creator, I think, man, and sometimes things don't work out. But that means everyone has to work harder to ensure that all people are respected, and most importantly, the children not adversely affected any more than is normal under those circumstances. And generally, families, unless they're in violent odds with each other, work together, despite the fact they may be separate legally. That's what I hope. Something special about a family, even when marriage doesn't work. There's so this motion is asking for something that we're not going to I'm not going to allow the virtual classes. He's got to work something else out. You're allowed to contact in order to co-parent. Okay, what about that one? Subpart A.
That was what I advise you, Judge, is that we agree to contact that is incidental with Ms. Burge as it's defined underneath the current family law court order that provides him restricted access to the children that's supervised by.
We need an order doing that, stating that. So could you just hear that order? Or somebody could.
I just want to approve the judge.
Y'all's motion in order, y'all can prepare an order in that regard, granting subpart A. And under the circumstances that the state is requesting, I agree, so they can get the family back in the right direction. And then I'd like every 6 months to have a review on how the family is doing. Maybe 5. But
Yes, right.
I mean, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to load anything about anything except the utmost respect and honor and politeness to your ex-spouse, the mother of your children. She was the mother of your children. Because you're always going to have to deal with those children together the rest of your lives. No matter what field direction you're heading, you still have a common, important. How many children? 3 gifts from our Creator. How are you going to handle those gifts that your Creator has given to you? Irresponsibly or responsibly? And with understanding and care. And to the mother of the children. I hope it's in the right direction. Let's fix this, get an order. I'll sign it under the terms that we discussed, and then we'll review it in 6 months. How we're doing on everything. Best wishes to your goal.
Do you think the judge was too harsh or exactly right? Eyes. Drop your opinion in the comments below, down arrow. And if you enjoy real courtroom moments, emotional confrontations, and shocking judge reactions, make sure to subscribe now, because the next case might be even crazier. Scales Police Car Light.